Hey there YouTube, this is Alex with Redline Auto, and today I'm going to show you how to pull the steering wheel airbag out of this 2007 BMW 328. The process is the same for actually a lot of E46s, all the E90 series, basically all the BMWs with this sport airbag, and actually a lot of the other BMWs as well. The process is basically the same, but you know, the whole location might be a little different, removal process might be slightly different, but the concept at least is the same. So let's dive in. So first thing you're going to want to do to prevent airbags going off in your face unnecessarily, wouldn't be much fun. And I've never actually heard of that happening. I'd be kind of surprised if it did, frankly, but I suppose people are so worried about it for a reason. So we're going to disconnect our battery. It's down here in this corner. Obviously this car has been wrecked, and so it's kind of hard to show you. But basically just disconnect your battery, remove the terminals. As you can see, that positive terminal is undone there, although the battery is so dead I don't think it would matter anyway. And we're going to go back up front and do what actually matters. Alright, so let's get to it. The airbag actually is already out. I'm going to put it back in and remove it here in a second so you can see on video, assuming I can get it done with one hand. But I wanted to show you actually what you're trying to accomplish, because it involves sticking a screwdriver in through holes over here on the left and right side, and basically there's spring clips back here, and you're trying to push those springs in to allow the retaining clips on the airbag module to come free so that you can pull the whole unit out. But what that means is that you're poking around in your steering wheel with a screwdriver, and despite the clip being very, very close to the hole, it's actually surprisingly easy to get lost. And I tore the steering wheel up here trying to, you know, poke around in there and find it, because you're essentially just poking around in the dark and hoping that you can find it. So I wanted to show you exactly where those are. And if you look right here, that's one clip and that's the other on the other side. This little notch right here is where your screwdriver comes in, and it actually, if you get the screwdriver more than about an inch in, you've gone too far. You can actually see where probably me or somebody else at some other point scratched all this up, because it's you know, you're trying to poke that tiny little clip there and you can't see what you're doing, and so you end up with the screwdriver all the way up here and over here, and you're just tearing everything up. So being able to see, you know, in retrospect what you're looking for is super helpful. And I've done this probably on different models 100 times and it still messes me up. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take this flat blade screwdriver, or anything else that'll fit in the hole really, and your hole is back here on the bottom corner. Like I said, I tore it all up, but you can see the light coming through there. And basically you're just going to push this screwdriver through that slot. Definitely not left-handed. And you can see it comes up through there. And what you need to do is just push this clip over. And see, that's what I'm talking about with, it's kind of, you got to make sure you catch it. Let's see if I can get this back up in here. There we go. And so you see that clip moving right there? That's what you're looking for. And that clip holds these retaining clips on the back of the airbag right there. You know, these two guys, and allows the airbag to come out. So let's see if I can do this with one hand. Okay, so the airbag's back in. It's not going anywhere. We're going to take our screwdriver, cross our fingers, and we're going to look for this hole again. And like I said, I tore mine up a little bit, and so it's easier for me to find, for better or worse. But you kind of just have to feel around for it. It's usually just a tiny little slot. And I'm basically pushing up and at an angle, and you can see the airbag's loose. I can feel the clip is loose. I only have one hand, and so I'm going to just reach in here with a finger and try to pop that out, just like that. You see that? That side's out. Then we have to go over to the other side, which I really beat up. Let's see if we can move our light. I swear these shop lights, 9 times out of 10 just end up shining in your face. They're not as helpful as you'd like to think. But let's see if we can make it work here. Sorry about that. So yeah, there we go. If you look, that hole right there is what we were looking for. So I'm just going to stick the screwdriver in at an angle. I can feel the clip is released, so I come up here and pull the airbag right out. Like I said, the screwdriver shouldn't go in more than, you know, half an inch to an inch. If you're all the way up here, you're doing it wrong. You need to change your angle a little bit. It should be pretty much straight in. And straight in doesn't mean, I should rephrase that. It should be pretty much straight in the sense that you're pushing directly into the airbag module. You don't want to be pushing towards the back of the steering wheel. That's not the right angle. And you're just trying to release that clip. And I also plugged the airbag back in so I can show you how to undo these clips. Super easy. You're basically going to come in from the top with your flat blade. And if you can see, I really need to work on my film work. Come on. If you can see these little notches right there at the top of the clip, you're just going to pry that clip up. Well, shoot. This is what I get for trying to be helpful. Pry that up, and that clip comes right out. And you do the same thing for this one. Stick it in. Pry around a little bit. And that works. Comes right out. So I hope that was helpful. Really, I think the biggest thing is just being able to see, you know, on camera what you're trying to poke at instead of just sticking a screwdriver in there and hoping to get lucky. But, you know, if this helped you out, give me a like, subscribe, all that stuff. I really appreciate it. And feel free to leave comments down in the comment section. And until next time, thank you guys for watching.